What's up, enthusiasts? It's your boy Rob, back with another video. Guys, check out the swag. The merch is in. I'm happy with the results. I can't wait to get more of these done and just get some t-shirts with the logo on it and all that cool stuff. But on to the video. The reason why you guys came, you didn't come to hear me talk about my merch. You guys came to hear me talk about one-page rules. So guys, we're going to be taking a look at the one-page rules preview for December. I am stoked about it. This video was released about 7 days ago. I'm just now getting into one-page rules, so I'm not like up on everything as soon as it gets released. And you know, I've got my own things going on, so a little behind. You guys already know that from me. Let's get this video queued up, and you guys will hear my opinions on the releases. Nice little opening there. Stinger. All right, the Empiric undead. All right, guys, so first up, they're showing off the Necromancer. You got your male and female version along with a summons or some little creature that comes along with it. Guys, forgive me if I'm not in the know on every little detail about these different factions and stuff like that. I got a decent understanding, but I still need more time with the game. I know it's not like 40K where we've got like its own, every faction has its own little book. We're really just working off a page for each faction, but there's still a lot of factions, so there's still a lot for me to learn moving forward into the game. I've been focusing more so on firefight and versus fantasy, but I've been kind of just kind of taking a peek here and there with fantasy. But anyway, guys, back to the Necromancer. So the Necromancer, I know, is just the champion character. Then you're looking at, I think it's 40 points to make it a Necromancer. But the champion we got, don't hold me to any of these point costs and abilities and all that stuff. But as far as I can remember, champion's about 35 points. To make it a Necromancer is 40 points. And you're looking at defense, equality 4, defense 4, hero, tough 3, and undead. They're all going to have undead, I believe, if they're going to be with this faction, which makes sense. Okay, let's keep going. All right, zombie wolves. Zombie wolves, I know they get, guys, how many zombie wolves do you get? I think it's like 5. You get 5 in the unit for zombie wolves, but that's a defense 5, quality 5. I'm used to just saying defense first. I know everyone looks at quality first, so it's quality then defense. So quality 5, defense 5. They've got fast. Is it scout and undead, guys? I'm forgetting something. I thought they had something else. Is it like vicious or something like that? I don't know, guys. Let me know down in the comments what are the abilities for the zombie wolves. As far as the scopes, I love the action on the pose. They're like the top two. They're in motion. They're charging at their enemies. So I really like that how they're modeled. The detail in them, it's going to be great. I think everything nowadays is looking good. We already know that One Page Rules has some really talented designers, and you can see it come through with the sculpts. But the wolf at the very bottom looks very aggressive as well, and I love how they have like the sutures or whatever, kind of like they're zombie wolves, of course, so they're all sewn together. They're like Frankenstein dogs. That should have been the name of them. All right, the Maiden Chariot. It looks almost comical, and I'm trying to get a really close look, so I'm like leaning in, guys, so forgive me. Actually, I'm going to look at my other screen, so if I'm like looking in the opposite direction, forgive me. But I want to get like a really good look to see what's going on, because I see like I guess that's we've got 2 maidens in this in the chariot. One in the back, she's kind of casting her spell. Possibly she's holding up her hands, and then we've got 2 dual wielding daggers. So really unique. And then they've got their steeds at the front, pulling the chariot. The chariot, again, has this like kind of a comical look. It doesn't look very threatening. It looks almost like something you see on like a Disney movie. Forgive me for that. I think it's still cool. But I know the chariot it's pretty pricey, I think. It's about 125 points. Quality 4, defense, I want to say 5. And it's a crew attack 2. And I know it's gonna have fast. Impact. Does this have undead? Guys, let me know if the chariot has undead too. If that would even work on that. I'm not sure. Dwarven guilds. All right, guys. So first up with the Dwarven guilds, we've got the power suit champion. Now, I'm going to go ahead and admit, guys, I am a dwarf hater. I never played a dwarf character when I played D&D a lot. I just don't really care for dwarves. I'm a guy that likes elves. I've got a friend, he hates elves. I'm the guy that hates dwarves. And so we're always at each other. So the power suit guys are going to be, power suit champions are 115 points, Q3, defense 3. I don't know anything else about them. You guys know I just said I don't really care for the dwarves or anything like that. Now the aesthetic of these guys look really cool. They remind me of something I've seen before with kind of like the space dwarves. I think from Mantic Games they've kind of got their space dwarves. I don't know. I think everyone's got their space dwarves at this point. But if it's your jam, it's your jam, you know? So I'm not going to hate on it, but I do think they look pretty cool for being dwarves. All right, so these are the dwarf bikes. And I don't know anything about the bikes. I think they're about 200 points, maybe 205, 210, somewhere around there. And I don't really know anything else. Maybe everything seems like they got about defense 4, or attack 4, quality 4. Oh my gosh, quality 4, defense 4. If I'm wrong about that, I know you guys will let me know. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a lot of heat from not knowing these stats like off the top of my head, like that, and actually knowing them, the correct stats. So I'm going to be pretty interested in seeing how much you guys correct me, or if you guys are impressed with my knowledge on the game so far and knowing these stats for these different units. All right, more power suits. Now, these power suits don't look as cool as the other ones. So the other ones are definitely, I guess, would be your champion power suits, and these kind of be like your standard power suits, I guess. I have no stats for this or anything like that. So there may not be any difference. This may just be some additional power suits, so you can have some variation. So I will say this, with the design on these guys, it's very simplistic. And not a lot of details going on, and maybe because this is your run-of-the-mill power suit, you know, this is for the scrubs. You get the generic builds, but they're going to be cool for anybody that loves dwarves. I don't have much more to say about this, so moving on. Again, more power suits. I actually prefer the suits that don't have the helmets or the face shields. So, all right, some bikes. Okay, I didn't even mean to stop this at the Treks, but the Trek is 135 points. I know that. I don't know anything else, but I'm just going to say probably quality 4, defense 4 as well. Probably fast. Don't know what else they may have. I'm pretty sure they've got some multiple attacks going on there as well, like maybe attack 2, attack 3 maybe. There's enough weapons on those things for that. At least I know there's got to be at least attack 2 on that. So these are pretty cool designs. I think I like the design that is closest to us. Again, I'm looking at my other screen so I can get a really good look at how they're designed. Again, the aesthetic of the dwarves, it's cool, it's okay. Again, it's just not my thing, and I don't know if it's partially because they're dwarves or what, but this would not be a faction I would care for playing, but that may not be the case for you guys, so I hope you are enjoying this regardless. See, you know, whatever this thing is huge. I mean, we're just getting like a little corner shot of like the tread right here. And you've got some kind of creatures. I don't know what those are. Guys, let me know what those are. Like turtle shell, like creatures. This like something from The Last Airbender or something like that. But really cool that they put them on the base for like a reference size. Okay, wait a minute. I see my little picture is covering up one of them, but he's like carrying a rock or I guess maybe some sort of diamond or something like that, a gem. He is okay, so that's pretty cool. That's going to be really cool for someone to paint. It's going to be a long job depending on, you know, what scale you're putting this stuff out at. I'm just going with the 28 to 32 mil, whatever they produce the models as. Someone did hit me up in the comments on the One Page Rules Facebook group, and they had mentioned something about possibly printing them off at 72nd scale, so which is like your 20 millimeter. And I thought about it because I've got a passion for 20 mil, but it's just more stuff in my house that I don't need. But I was comparing the jackals that I printed off to some other 20 mil stuff that I have, and they're not really that much smaller or bigger. I felt like, it would not benefit me to scale them down to that, like, what, 76%, just to get that little bit to get that 20 mil scale. Just not worth it, so I'm just going to leave them as is and just enjoy the scale that they are, the 28 mil. Oh, that looks pretty sick. All right, so the Dwarf Guild's Combat Excavator. So I'm actually, I'm intrigued by this. This is really cool. I didn't really care for any of the other dwarf stuff like that, but this is really cool. I will have to buy a new 3D printer, something big, to print this off. That will not print off on I've got the old school Elegumars. So I've got like the first retail version. So my printing bed is only about it's like the size of my cell phone. And I don't even have like the iPhone like Max Pro or anything crazy like that. It's got the stock iPhone 14, just the 2 cameras on the back. So nothing big. And that's about the size of my printing surface. Or my build plate, that's what it's called. And so I'm not putting anything large on there. I can print about maybe 4 to 6 models at a time, depending on how I cram them in there. But I'm always getting like a fail, at least on 1 or 2 prints when I try to stack that build plate up with models. So yeah, there's going to be a bigger printer in my future. I can tell already. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull this up on my phone, because I want to actually see what the stats are for this. And I know you guys are interested too. I know you guys could possibly just look it up yourselves. Some of you already probably know this by heart, but I don't. So give me 2 seconds. Maybe I will cut this part out, or if I can pull it up quick enough, I will not. All right, guys. So the Combat Excavator it's a quality 4, defense 2. It's got tunneling. It's got attack 6. So this thing's going to kick some butt. AP 4, twin heavy fusion rifles, gives you about 18 inches, and attack 2, heavy machine gun 30 inches, attack 3, twin light fusion AA guns 18 inches. This thing is a beast, and it makes sense that it would be. So I mean, that's actually a pretty, what's the price? How much is this? I totally zipped past the point cost for this. We'll come back to it though. You can replace any twin heavy fusion rifles for a battle cannon. That's 10 points. Anti-tank cannon 15 points. Flame cannon 15 points. Quad attack machine guns 30 points. Excuse me. That's going to be attack 8 too. That's really freaking good. So yeah, if I was going to take this, I would definitely do the quad attack for the attack 8, and then that gives you AP 1 as well, and then the twin AA cannons, that's 30-inch range, attack 6, AP 3. Okay, and it's got lock on, so that's pretty good. That's 75 points. It's a little more costly. I think I'd go with the quad attack machine guns over the twin AA cannon. Then you can replace any twin light fusion AA gun with 25 point twin light AA gun, which is also a good sub there. And then you can also replace any heavy machine gun. And then you've got a bunch of options there. You got an H-beam cannon, which is free. So hey, you can't ever beat free. You've got miniguns, that's 24 inches, attack 4, AP 1, 5 points, missile launcher 15 points, 30-inch, attack 1, AP 2, deadly 3. Yeah, for 15 points, that's where it's at right there. Let's see, and then we've got super heavy fusion rifle, 25 points, 18 inches, attack 1, AP 4, deadly 6. Yeah. So, yeah, this thing's going to be on the table wreaking havoc. So, let's see. I just totally zipped past the... And this is 850 points. No wonder why. So this is definitely going to be in a very large game. You're going to be looking at maybe 2,000 points plus kind of game if you want to take something like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So there may be hope for these dwarves yet. And that's going to be it. I've taken enough time talking about the excavator here, but I was just pretty intrigued by it. So post some pictures. Hit me up. You guys can check me out on Facebook, the Table Salt Gaming Designs. You guys can, if you know my personal Facebook account, you can hit me up on there as well. All that stuff is down in the description of the video. And guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like. And if you have not subscribed already, subscribe. There's Patreons and all that other stuff down in the description as well. Check all of that stuff out. I am enjoying One Page Rules as it is. They sure are enjoying this 360. I mean, these guys are hitting donuts in this thing right now, man. They're loving it. And more, okay. Oh, they tricked me. I thought there was going to be more right now, but no, that's the end of the video, guys. And that was pretty good. Let's get back over here to the main view. All right, guys, so that was the video. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed going through this stuff with you. What are you most excited about? Have you already started? Is this stuff even available? I think it says December 23rd, so I guess it's not going to be available until December 23rd. So that's going to be pretty cool. So hopefully you guys will have a new printer under your Christmas tree. But I know my manufacturer is where you can purchase all the models. If you go through the Patreon, One Page Rules Patreon, they've got links and everything else like that. So guys, that's it for me. I think the Necromancers were probably the coolest thing I saw. Well, no, I take that back. The Excavator was the coolest thing in this video. As for the other models, I think I like the Necromancers the most. The Maiden Chariot, it was okay, but you guys let me know what you think. I enjoyed being here with you. And like always, I'll see you when I see you.